Yeah! Shake your body.
Pussy!
Yes! How are you?
I'm good! I just saw you!
How's your pussy?
It is crap.
You guys, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Yeah!
Wow! I have to stop recording this.
Yeah. You wanted to come out with the selfie stick.
I know.
In full Ajumma mode.
You guys, this is your host, MGK.
And this is your host, Peter Cat!
Immediately. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Ajumma Show Live. How many people here listen to the podcast? Make some noise.
Wow!
Wow.
It's so good to meet you.
Yeah, about half.
About half, yeah.
The other half, why are you here? Oh, hell yeah! We got just like straight up continental support.
Yeah! Shout out, love it.
Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who don't know, we run a podcast called The Ajumma Show. You are at a live taping.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you haven't noticed, we have some camera crew members
Yes.
taping this whole thing. Let's give it up for our camera crew.
Yeah! So be sure to look beautiful and laugh, like out loud.
Out loud. With your mouths, please.
Yeah, with your mouth and with your gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a great show for you guys today. We have so many special segments. We have some guests.
And it's just gonna be really a wonderful evening
It's gonna be
of
amazing.
entertainment and laughter and Koreanness.
Yeah.
Aggressive Koreanness.
Hell yeah. The hot is strong in this one.
Yeah.
We can tell. It's that inert Korean rage.
Yeah.
We have a special guest closing out the show with us.
Yes.
We're going to be interviewing our kick-ass Korean.
Yes, Mia Park. And before that, we're going to have a very special, heartfelt message from the Hana Center.
That's right. We can't do this show without Hana Center. They are an amazing group that we partnered with. So someone from Hana Center is going to come up and talk to you guys about the amazing work they've been doing.
And then how you need to give them some money.
That's right. We ain't proud to beg.
Yeah. And before that, we're going
to have some comedy.
Yeah, comedy, straight comedy.
Yeah, we're going to do some sets. But before we do sets, we have an amazing opener.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You guys are going to love it.
Oh, my God. She's so cool.
She's so cool. She's very cool.
She's got tattoos.
She's got tattoos.
Yeah.
Got a beautiful, bold lip.
Yes. Beautiful bold lip. She recently had a child, which is a miracle. Hello? Okay. The miracle of life. She's part of it.
And she is a cast member of Lincoln Lodge.
That's right. Please make it loud right now. Let's start soul capping right now.
Look at this.
We said we were going to be aggressive about it. Good. How's everybody doing? Everybody feeling good? Great. As they mentioned, I am a mom now. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really changed my relationship with my mom in a big way. Like, she now tells me things like, "You look good." Like, "You're beautiful." What? I don't know how many of you all have Korean moms, but that's not a thing they typically do, okay? My mom, like, in the tradition of Korean mothers, has always been very mean to me, particularly about my appearance. But my mom is also an artist, so she's creative about it, which is you know? Like, you know how when kids are chubby and their parents are supportive, their parents say things like, "Oh, you just have big bones," right? One time my mom looked at me and said, "I don't understand why you're so chubby when your bones are so naturally small." Do you see what she did? Like she took the same logic and just twisted it around to hurt me. Really, she was using it to make me skinnier, but it didn't work. Sorry, Mom. No, but yeah, I did have a kid. It's pretty great. My kid is great. I also, big year, lots of stuff happened, got married. Thank you so much. Tricked one into doing it forever. And in case you're wondering, yes, the wedding did come after the pregnancy, okay? It's pretty cool. It's nice to trap them all in one, you know. And being married for the most part is great, except that I now have to call another human person my husband. My husband. Ugh, I hate that. It's so stupid, that word husband. Doesn't it just sound stupid? Husband. I don't like it. I don't like saying it. I never even got used to like boyfriend. My boyfriend. I don't boyfriend. You know, anytime you hear the word boyfriend, you're also about to hear something else very stupid. Almost certainly, you know. My preference has always been to refer to him as my partner, you know, because I feel like it's a more accurate representation of the kind of relationship we have. It's a partnership, you know what I'm saying? I also like referring to him as partner because for a few seconds I get to trick the person I'm talking to into thinking I'm a little bit more interesting than I am, right? Because you guys know how there are some dum-dums out there who think that you choose your sexuality. Ask one of them why in 2019, with this beautiful spectrum of gender and sexuality available to us, why would I choose to get with the most boring combo straight dude? Why would I do that? On purpose, you know? Look at how cool my glasses are. Come on, guys. If I'm choosing something cooler. You know? But insult to injury, he is a white guy. Oh, so embarrassing. I know. In this political climate, I guess. I didn't do it on purpose, okay? I avoided it for a very long time. And I know some people hear me avoiding dating white men, and they think that's discrimination. And I get it, because it absolutely is. That is what I was doing. Actively and on purpose, discriminating against white men. And I know that there are a few of you guys here, okay? So let me just set you at ease, because I know how easily you get your feelings hurt, okay? The problem is not any one of you guys, okay? The problem is that all of you all together are collectively ruining everything for everyone else. All the time. And I do want to pause to acknowledge, though, and have some empathy, and just say out loud, I know that right now in history is probably the most difficult time in history that it's ever been for the cisgendered straight white man. I mean it. No. I mean it, okay? Hear me out, because right now is the first time in history that you all have ever had to bear the burden of that many adjectives. Ouchie. Before now, you guys have just been dudes, you know? All this stuff. I don't know. Here's the thing. I avoided it for a very long time, and it's just because, you know, dating is difficult enough, right? We can agree on that. Mm-hmm. Finding somebody that you're compatible with, that you share values with, that you know, like, love, all of that is difficult enough. But with white men, I also have to, like, somehow discern if you're hiding, like, a deep, dark secret love of anime. I've not cracked that code. Heard before, okay? I think that this is why Spider-Man said, with white power comes great responsibility, right? What? All right, you know what? I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but I do want to let you know, as much as this is fun and good times for me, stand-up does have a purpose. I do this for a reason, okay? I do stand-up because I'm actively trying to become a famous person. Thank you so much. I get it, boring, right? Why do I want to become famous? It's not for the stupid reasons that, everybody thinks of, like, the power, the attention, like I'll have those things and enjoy them, but that's not what drives me, okay? I want to become famous because I would really like to just lower the bar for how nice I have to be on any given day. Like, the bar for celebrities is so stupidly low, Like me, I have to talk to people, make small talk. I don't like it. If it were up to me, the maximum amount of social interaction I would have with a stranger would probably look something like this. But people get real judgy when I don't want to do more than that. But I would like to point out to everyone here in this room, okay? If I were Oprah and I did this, that's a story you tell your grandchildren, okay? That's where I would like the bar to be for me. All right, thank you guys so much. My name is Jessica Hall. And I get to bring back out one of the hosts of this podcast and just all-around incredible person who is wearing just the most incredible pants. Everybody sound like a zillion people for Angie King!
What? Mama got a brand new pair of pants. What? Yeah. Mama got a brand new pair of pants. Yes. I am Ajummaing it hard. Yeah, no waistline for me. It just starts underneath the boobies. That's the way that Ajumma wears pants. That's me. Oh, God. Jessica was talking about, cisgendered white men. And, did you know I'm a mom? Can you believe? You guys can believe. Rude. Whatever. Let's work through it together. I have a son. I know. Again, can you believe? And I get that question, in this time in history a lot, where they're like, a boy, what are you gonna do? There's a lot of discussion in Facebook mom groups about making sure these boys grow up no me too. That's kind of the hashtag. Not my son. And let me just say this, I get it, I get it. And I think about what I, for my son, for me, I guess the world I want for him and what I want is for the patriarchy to burn to the motherfucking ground. Yeah, that is the appropriate reaction. Weird. Yeah. Can you guys tell I am fresh from set? What? Yeah, I am a working actor. Thank you. Yes, I am a working actor. Web only, not speaking. Yes. But I have to burn that joke now because I did recently book a television spot. Yes, thank you. Where I, as a 37-year-old mother, play a 19-year-old college student. I know. Thank you. It's crazy. It's white people don't know stuff, and it's truly one of those rare instances when Hollywood gets it exactly right. No complaints, honey. But let me tell you, whenever I ask Korean people how old I am, they get it eerily too correct. I'm like, how do you think I am? They're like, 36, about to turn 37 in a couple days. Shut up, Mom. You're so mean. So yeah, I am a mom. I gotta remember that. It's true. And, whenever I do these things, I'm out late, comedy, what a grind. And my son is older now, and he can cling to my leg. And he will say to me when I go out, he will say, Mama, don't go do your jokes. And I say, son, get off of me! Mama's chasing a dream! Yeah, I kick him. And then, so, I get it. Like, I'm a mom, right? I'm a mom, but, like, I always feel like, usually I do, like, kind of hip, like, bar, like, everybody says, like, I'm not successful. And I do shows where there's a lot of young people, and I do it for free, and I feel, like, compelled, I always feel compelled to have to tell them, like, I'm actually, like, very cool. Like, I'm a mom, and, like, whatever, but I'm actually very cool, you know what I mean? Like, trust me, I'm like a cool mom, you know what I mean? Like, I'm cool. Like, I have had an abortion, you know what I mean? Yeah, pretty fucking cool. And that's why I call my son a keeper, Yeah, give me those groans, baby. I was driving my keeper to daycare, and I don't want to spend time with him. And I was backing out of the garage and going out to the alley, and there was this GMC Yukon that was trying to get into, this cunt. And like, and trying to get out, and this cunt was trying to get in, and she could have just waited. We made eye contact, she could have just waited, but she pushed her way in, was forced to pull over, and I was popping off. Classic Kim style, you know what I mean? I was like, and I was popping off, and I was telling my son, I was like, listen, if you ever become an entitled cunt like that, I will kill you. I know, classic mom. And we get to a stop sign, and there's a small silence in the car. My son speaks up, and he says, Mama, can you be nice? Oh. Guys, I know. I'm doing an incredible job as a mother. And I looked at my son, and I said, son, never interrupt me again. There's another man trying to tell me what to do. So, yeah. So he's 2, and wait, it doesn't mean he can't be a bitch. And so he's 2, and we just finished potty training him. Yeah, kind of crazy, I know. Can you believe he can poo? And there's this concept in young boys specifically. It is a concept called fecal hoarding. Okay, little boys do this, and that's when little boys hoard their fecals in their body and refuse to shit in the bowl. Ladies, these are the people that wind up making more money than us. You know what I mean? Patriarchy is real. And my son had not shit for 3 days. Okay, we all know what this is like. We've traveled, right? He was very uncomfortable, so he's like, I have him crouched like this. I have his pants around his ankles, and my hand is quivering. Hand is outside of his little bunghole, and I am begging him to shit into my hands. I'm sorry, did you hear me? The goal of this interaction was that my son shit into my hands. And he was like, no, I don't want to put him in your hand. And I was like, son, do you understand that if I asked Craigslist if someone wanted to shit into my hands, I would make $500. And that is before any sex stuff. I have done the research. So yeah. Obviously Korean. And there's a thing in Korean culture called Baegi. That's a 100-day ceremony. And that means we want to celebrate your child living to 100 days, right? Because life used to be sad. And my mom wanted to buy my son a very fancy outfit, much like my own, to this evening. And so we went to a boutique along Southport Avenue. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Southport Avenue, right? But it's if Anthropology, the store, were to open up a street, right? Fancy. So we went there, and at the end of the transaction, the boutique cashier lady was asking me for my mother's name. And my mom called out to me in Korean, "This woman needs your name." And I called out to her in Korean, "Why?" And so my mom looked at this woman and said, "Why you need?" And this woman looked at my mother and said, "Okay." And then started to take it down as her name. Okay? This woman heard "why you need" as a name and was like, "Oh my God, Megan, this is the reason why you moved here from Dubuque." I love diversity. Yes, queen. Diversity. Why you need? Oh my God, diversity. And what is really messed up is that this woman did not ask my mother how to spell "why you need." The traditional spelling of "why you need"? Yes. I traveled abroad with a "why you need." Thank you guys. It is my deepest and most sincere pleasure to welcome back to the stage my co-host, my fellow Ajumma, Peter Kim!
Give me a round, GK! Oh my God! The Kims are in the house, no relation at all, but we are the same size. Okay. Gotta pose for the okay, cool. Hello, how are you guys having fun so far? Thank you so much for coming out. Oh my God. Let's give it up for Eunji and Jessica Hong, huh? Incredible. Look, there's a child here. Are you watching Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, she has her ear things on. Is this your daughter?
That's my daughter.
Okay, get rid of her. It's about to get nasty. All right. She doesn't hear anything, right? Does she hear?
She can hear.
There goes my entire 10 minutes. No, you know what? Well, forget it. She'll learn something today, right? Oh my God. Jessica Hong was talking about her mom and stuff, and Eunji was talking to her mom. Of course, like, Ajumma, if you guys don't know, how many people know what Ajumma means? Make some noise. Okay, great. Ajumma is like a respected elder lady or an auntie, if you will, in the Korean community. And I have no place calling myself an Ajumma. Because I look like this, but inside I am a crone, so I feel justified. Are there any chubby Gaysians in the room? Chubby Gaysians, make some noise! Whoa, this is a personal attack. I thought there'd be one other rice piglet here. Cool. I can see it. All the white people are like, release. Obviously I grew up as a chubby gay Asian boy, which means I got bullied a lot. I got bullied so much when I was a kid. Recently, actually, I went back home to New York, and I went to confront my childhood bully. Yeah. She did not take it well. Okay, her name is Mom, and my mom still bullies me today. I'm almost 37 years old. I know, crazy, right? I look 35, but insane. But she still bullies me till this day. Last week, she called me because she saw a video of mine. She was like, Peter, I saw your YouTube. Peter, don't say that you are chubby, Peter. Huh? Because you're fat. I was like, oh, shit. The secret to traumatizing your child is specificity. Alright? I think my mom bullies me about my body because we have the same exact body. She and I both look like an old witch cast a curse on a Chinese lounge. I was like, whoa! Oddly curvaceous with tiny feet, you know, like it's insane. I mean, look at my body. I look like I should be on a TV show called I Didn't Know I Could Get Pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on? My mom is an immigrant, obviously, and that's why she says, like, the meanest shit in the world. Make some noise if you have an immigrant mom and she's been mean. Right? Crazy ass shit. My mom, when I was 9 years old, I asked my mom, are there gay people in Korea? And she looked at me and she was like, there are no gay people in Korea! My 9-year-old ass like, sounds like there are, and you're hiding them in your attic? What the fuck? She's like, there are no gay people in Korea. I was like, really? She goes, okay, maybe there are a few. But they are all Japanese. I was like, whoa! Holy shit! Homophobia and racism wrapped up in one horribly structured sentence? Are you my mom or my president? I don't... Insane, right? She says some crazy ass shit. But she, you know, I think it's because, you know, like a lot of immigrant moms, like they come here and they're like so riddled with fear, you know, and then the first thing they do is they find a church. You know, and they get like radicalized. When I came out to my mom couldn't say the words gay. She couldn't like get it out of her mouth. She couldn't be like gay, you know, like she couldn't say gay, you know. So she would go around referring to me as a sodomizer. Yeah, because my mom learned English in a book called the King James Bible. So. You know, you're a sodomizer, you're a sodomizer. How could you be a sodomizer? My son a sodomizer? I had to be like, Mom, stop calling me a sodomizer. I'm the sodomizee. Sometimes when I'm not eating gluten, you know what I mean? Like, it's tough. It's tough. Sometimes. It was like pretty rough for a while, obviously, but like she finally like came around to it, and then like about a year in, she would start like asking me questions about my gay ass life. You know what I mean? And like she still didn't understand they were like how a Korean person could be gay. You know, she just didn't know any gay Koreans. I was like, Mom, have you seen these K-pop boys? You know, like they might be singing about boy-girl love, but their skin regimen is peak faggotry. You know, like, you don't get that without, you know, like it's just not. Took it too far. Okay. Did you just? Oh, you're into it? Yeah. You should try. No, I'm just kidding. Don't go down there, Rob. But anyway, so it took her a while, but about a year, she started like, asking me questions. And she was like, one day she was like, do you have a boyfriend yet, Peter? And I was like, no, I don't have a boyfriend yet. She was like, oh, maybe you go back to dating women? I was like, what? And she was like, oh, Peter, you struggle so much. You're so sad. You're crying. And then you're finally coming out. But nobody looking for you. Like, wow, touche, bitch. I was like, I gotta do something. I gotta get fucked. You know what I mean? Like, my mom is very disappointed. So I went where every lost gay man, goes. I went to Craigslist.com. Oh, a fan. Craigslist.com, I don't know about you guys, for me personally was just a little too rapey. So I went all the way to the other direction. I went to eHarmony.com. Yeah, and if you've been to eHarmony.com, you know this. It's just not rapey enough. So I landed in the Goldilocks zone of dick and danger, Grindr, right? So I got on Grindr. And when you're in the closet for so long, you start having these fantasies about when you finally come out, what it's gonna look like, the whole thing, right? And I just always imagine when I'm strong enough to come out, I'm gonna be standing there so tall and so proud, and there's gonna be a line out the door for a chubby gay Asian boy battling sleep apnea. I thought my knight in shining armor is just gonna come, come over with a CPAP machine and be like, great, By the way, I have a deviated septum. Do you know how hard it is to suck dick with a deviated septum? Every time I give fellatio, my life flashes before my eyes. That's how dedicated I am. So, dating was rough. But I did get on Grindr, and it's a mess, obviously, as you can imagine. But this one time, this guy, I remember like it was yesterday. So I was in Chicago actually doing a show. It was 2 a.m. I was so drunk, right? And I'm fighting off a blackout. And I was I'm so hungry at 2 a.m. Everything's closed except for the 24-hour Walgreens, right? So I go to the 24-hour Walgreens, and I'm a frequent member. I have a card, right? So I go straight to the frozen aisle because I know what's up. There's a 2-for-1 deal on Tombstone Pizza, right? Frozen pizza. So I was like, great, I'll buy both, eat one tonight, and eat the other one right after. So I had a plan. So I skip the register, Brenda, and I go straight to the self-checkout, right? And I get a little boom boom on my phone. And it's this hot guy. You guys, I'm saying hot. He looked like if Vin Diesel quit Hollywood and opened a pizzeria. You know what I mean? Just a bloated Italian guy. Like a white Ninja Turtle. You know what I mean? It just... He messages me and he's like, bling, bling, and it says, good evening. Good evening was the message. I was like, this is the classiest way I will get gonorrhea. A story for the children. And he was like, good evening. You're so cute. Would you like to meet up? And I was so floored. I was like, oh my God, absolutely. And he goes, okay, would you be into a park and play? And I was like, for sure. What is that? And he goes, it's where I pick you up in my tinted SUV. We park at a dark and desolate corner. Raise up all the windows. Blast the radio so no one could see you or hear you screaming. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God. I'll try it. You had me at good evening. Let's go. Clearly, Grindr didn't work out, but I'm happy to say I am in love now. Yeah. It took a while. I'm there. I did it. Yeah. He's a white man. He's working on it. Judging. He's a white guy from Minnesota, which means like, yeah. Oh, are you from Minnesota?
Yeah.
You just love the state.
No, I'm from it. I'm from it.
Oh. Dejectedly. But you might know this. White guys from Minnesota, 2 things they love, right? Ranch dressing and apologizing. Love it. Nothing gets me more hard than white guilt. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I love it. You know what I mean? I love it. So sometimes, like, one of his favorite movie franchises is the Indiana Jones movie franchise. Yeah. And sometimes just to fuck with him. And he looks like a young Harrison Ford, really. He really does. And my ass looks like an old fat short round, you know? So sometimes just to fuck with him, like, we'll be like ready to have sex, you know, like I didn't eat all day, you know, so I'm just like this. And I'll just be like, no, Dr. Jones. No, Indy, no. No, Dr. Jones, not my temple of doom. And he gets pale with discomfort. And I come immediately. So like, you just gotta know yourself. You guys have been fun. This has been fun. Yeah, thank you. I'll leave you with this. You know, I fuck around, talk a lot of shit, but I really do love my mom. I really do. And she's my best friend. Oh, I'm gonna get emotional. Woo. But I am afraid that she's going to get Alzheimer's. You know what I mean? I'm afraid because A, her mom had it, so I'm like, oh, it might be a thing, you know? And B, she's that bitch. You know what I mean? She's just gonna troll me till into her golden years. I know it, right? And I'm just like imagining, like, you know, in those like sad Korean drama movies where the harmony, like the grandmother is like, I don't know, you know, and then like the son or the daughter has to like sponge bathe them and they're like, you know, like clean their buttholes out, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I'm so like anxiety ridden. I'm like always thinking about like, how am I gonna wipe my mom's ass without like laughing at her? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just like, you know, you dirty bitch, you know, like I'm just, it's gonna be so fucked up, you know? And then like I just start imagining like my mom like, you know, like all of a sudden like coming to and like remembering who she is in the bathtub, naked. You know, and being ashamed of her body, you know, and while I'm bathing her, she's like, oh no, stop touching me, you know, like, oh, no, I'm too chubby, you know? And then I'm just gonna have to look at her and be like, Mom, you're not chubby. You're fucking fat. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Welcome back, OG Kim. You guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and we can't do this show without some of our partners.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Really
one of our
good
partners
partners.
is here today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's partners?
You don't. She's drunk. One of our partners is here today. It's called the Hana Center, and we have a very special guest who's going to come up and talk a little bit about the organization. So please put your hands together for Youngwon Han!
Hello. So when my work asked me to do this, they didn't tell me anything about this. So please bear it with me.
You got it, Young.
My name's Youngwon. I'm a community organizer at Hana Center. And I feel a little out of place because I'm at that age where people start calling me 아저씨. So I think I'm at a wrong show. Hana Center is an immigrant rights advocacy organization located in Albany Park and Prospect Heights. We provide services from childcare services to senior housing, immigration, legal services, everything in between. So Hana means one in Korean, and there are two different people that I encounter at work. People that call us Hana Center, and people that call us Hana Center. And I wonder which people are my people. Hana Center, Hana Center. Hana Center is a recent merger of two different organizations. One that provided services and that one focused heavily on organizing. So it has been a happy marriage for 2.5 years. And because of these dual threats, we finally quite literally made a cradle to grave model. So, child care services to senior housing. So, and I heard that our next project is a sperm bank for Koreans. And also funeral homes. So even death cannot do us apart. Also, we have a senior houses, so we have a continuing base of clients. I did not say that. Anyway, I forgot next lines, but I'll continue on. It's been a happy marriage. Hold on, let me refer to my paper. Oh, organizing. Yeah, I'm a community organizer. I forgot. So let me just plug you in a little bit about our organizing work. We do a lot of immigrant rights focused organizing work. Some of our most recent victory includes making Illinois one of the most progressive sanctuary state in the nation. Yeah. We are one of the, and I think we are the oldest Asian American organizing organization in Illinois. We do a lot of other work to counter a lot of things that this giant orange does at White House.
Yeah.
So, hold on. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm supposed to do a last pitch. So if you're more interested about learning about us, please visit us at www.hanacenter.org. And if you're really, really thrilled to give us some money, please do it at www.hanacenter.org/donate. Your $20 will feed 3 hungry organizers for a week. It takes a lot to fight the orange. So thank you very much.
So funny.
You're gonna set up?
Yeah.
Yeah, go set up. Okay. We're gonna set up a little bit, but I'm just gonna go around and meet some people. Hello, how are you? How you doing, sir? Good. How'd you hear about the show tonight?
My wife.
Oh, this is your wife. Oh, there's a seat between you, so it seems like you're fighting.
Some drink. I needed someplace to hold.
Oh, okay, yeah. Your drink comes first. How long have you been married?
10 years.
Wow, let's give it up for them. 10 years. Okay, what's your name?
Sonyeon.
Song?
Sonyeon.
Songyeon?
Hana Center Board!
Board member of Hana Center right here. Oh, what do you think? The show's going pretty well or what?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, what do you think? Like A minus, B plus?
Grade
I'm
us.
not that kind of a Korean mom.
Okay, 198. Different scale?
99.
99! What can we do for that one? What do we need to do for that one?
Wait till the end of the show.
Oh. Hey, we're gonna get a little
Love it,
bit.
I can't wait!
You used to do this, the punishment?
No, I had to do this one.
Oh, this one's so hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did white people ever do that? You're white, right?
Yeah.
How did your parents punish you?
They really did.
This is how domestic terrorism starts.
It is. Cautionary tale tonight. at
Spare the
Thursday.
rod, spoil the child.
Yeah. And it becomes really that guy.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm sure you're great.
Gorgeous.
How about over here, ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, how are you punished?
Constant mental abuse.
Bring you down until you feel shame.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I
That's
love a
amazing.
shame. I love a shame.
I love a shame.
Love a shame. That's a shame. Love a
Listen,
shame.
we're gonna take these seats right here.
Yeah, we're gonna start that
By the way, before we move on, we just have to make a disclaimer that we did, as you saw, you guys like the video?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah.
We went to King Sauna, King Spa,
And sauna.
and sauna, and we had this idea of like, oh, we're gonna make a cool like a sketch out of it.
Yeah, and we're gonna like involve the
staff.
the staff, and it was
Yeah.
gonna be so funny.
Yeah.
And they did not like that.
And if for those people who've been listening since episode 1,
Yeah.
we have since episode 1 we have been outrightly begging King Sauna for a sponsorship.
A sponsorship, an endorsement, anything.
A shout
I
out?
would have settled for like a shout out on Twitter.
I would have settled for just a disapproving glare like something, bitch. Like they have not in 2.5 years they have not responded.
Silence.
So we went there and we tried to get a sponsorship.
And they
Turned
gave
us
us
down.
more silence.
Yeah, more silence. And I have to say, that video right there, 44-second video,
Yes.
took me 9 hours to make.
Is this 1%? Good. Okay.
iMovie's fucked up.
Yeah.
And I will say,
You wanna just
I know
make it
this looks
distinct, yeah.
like the thing
Yes,
that
yes.
we
But
wore.
this is definitely, definitely did not steal these from.
100%. These are not
These
stolen.
are not stolen from King Spa. Crazy of you to assume that.
Even though we brought it up.
Yeah.
And because we didn't
Crazy.
steal this from King Sauna,
Yeah.
they also will not get
Any endorsement, nothing from us.
Nothing from us. Dust.
Dust. Munchie. Munchie from this Munchie.
Oh, only a certain amount of people
Can get
understand
it.
it.
And shout out to you guys.
Yeah. And the people who don't get it, they're like, when is this over?
So yeah, it's just 100% did not steal these from.
Did not steal them.
No, rude.
But
Okay.
we will drop them off
Also,
somewhere.
both Peter and I very,
do
very
this?
quickly were like, okay, so what are we gonna wear on stage with the not the King Spa uniforms? And both of us very quickly went to nothing, no shoes, and we're
No.
like, yeah,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, because we're inside.
We're inside. How many people have been to a Korean spa before? Make some noise. What's your favorite room? What type of room?
Yeah.
Salt room.
Salt.
Oh!
Why salt?
Oh, it just feels, the glow, it feels good. Actually, I like the yellow ochre one.
Okay.
Oh.
I was saying that you like the salt room because you have to pay $5 extra.
Oh, that's space rock.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
She
base
missed
round.
it.
That's that privilege shit.
I really looked inside.
Yeah. When someone came out of the room, I was like,
Man, at least $1 worth from that.
and Anyway, so we went and we did some self-care.
Yes, we
Yeah.
did, and we needed it. So
We needed it, honey.
that is actually inspired my rant for the evening. Chris, if you could, please, thank you.
Wait, oh yeah, we have to
Yeah.
sit right here.
This is for those of you who are
Can I
unfamiliar. Yeah, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Korean, this is te. And that is the shit you rub off your body. And this is an ode to all of it, including the Italy towels, the ladies who scrub, the demidi, and the white people who freak out about it. So
It feels so good.
yeah. So for those of you, I can tell like some of you are unfamiliar. So when you go to a Korean spa, there is the option of getting your body scrubbed hard.
Hard.
And
They're
what-
scrubbing your body like they're like digging for gold.
Yes.
Or something.
And they are.
They are.
And the gold that lays underneath is smoother, beautiful skin. And
Yeah,
so,
smooth, beautiful skin that could book as a 19-year-old.
Thank you, honey. But so it's like comes off your body in like black, thick rolls. This is your dead skin, and that's dead. All right. So if you could, Krista, please do not Google it. Don't do it. I've done it for you. I guarantee you will not enjoy. Very, very gross, and I am into that stuff. You know what I mean? I love a pimple popper video. Yes. So the reason why I bring this up was because I was in the sauna. You know, we were in our respective gender places. Ugh,
Yeah.
gender, whatever, fluid. And
I
then
know. I wanted to like walk in and be like, it's all a construct.
yeah. And they were like, I don't know.
They're
I mean,
like, no, bitch, not in Niles, Illinois.
Truly, the K-pop boy that was manning the register at the King's
Oh my
Spa,
god, the most beautiful boy.
he was so hot, and he had the tightest perm.
Yeah, his hair looked like shinramyeon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like blonde shinramyeon.
Yeah.
Before it's cooked, like hard.
Hard, and like the stuff that gives you a stomach ache when you're eating it,
Yeah.
raw.
Yeah.
And so I was in the sauna, and there was this Mongolian woman in there with me.
Now, how did you know she was Mongolian?
Peter, I told you, you just know.
I can't sign off on this.
People can get it. They're very clearly Mongolian, just from not only from how they look, but the language they were speaking. So this Mongolian woman was burping consistently in the sauna. It was one of these, ooh, ooh. Oh, and she was rubbing her stomach and doing
Patting? My grandma used to do that. She would like sit there and pat her fupa nonstop.
Yes, to get out all the gas.
Get the gas out. Holy shit! Maybe I'm part Mongolian.
We are.
You right about that?
Yeah, we are. That's what I'm saying.
We're all connected. Thank you, Genghis Khan.
Thank you.
My second favorite Khan.
Yeah. What's your number one kind? Shaka?
Kublai? Shaka! Great joke.
Was that a joke?
Oh.
Genuine question. So she was like burping, and that was when I was realizing this sort of like thing about Korean health is, especially with related to day, it's very direct, it's very simple, right? So I went to King Spa when I was very early on pregnant, like nobody was noticing, and thank God. And then I went and told the Demidi women, the women that were scrubbing, and I told them, because you're not actually supposed to go to the sauna when you're pregnant, and I'm naughty, and and I just wanted to be scrubbed by a woman, and I told the Ajummas there that I was like, I'm pregnant very early, and they were like, oh. So they all conferred, and they were talking about it, pointing at me like, like she's just pregnant, what do you do? And the thing that they had, the consensus they reached was that they would scrub me, but they would just do it very lightly over my stomach.
That makes sense to me.
So that to me is just like so clearly very like Korean. It's just like it's just like the simplistic part of it. Chris, if you could go, like, there's like this very like clear line between like, so like digestion is such a huge part of health inside of Korean culture. Like you hit, you move, you like everything is gas, you push it out.
Yeah.
And the thing about the dead skin and dead is like that the solution to having dry skin or it being lackluster is to just rub it off.
Scrape it off.
And to use brute force. There are many bath cultures internationally. None of them do this. Only Koreans do this. It's very unique to Korean culture. And it is something very simple, very clear, and like to me, that's actually something I love about Koreanness, right?
I wish I was her right now.
Yeah.
Look at this lady.
Yeah, and I wish I was this.
Cyborg?
I wish I still had boobs like that.
Oh my god. This,
Man, I'm
look
so
at how much fun
droopy.
this lady's
She's having so much fun.
She's like almost going
Look
to
how
sleep.
much fun is she having?
She's struggling.
Yeah.
She's like, you fucking dirty ass bitch. I wish I want to get my dip back scrubbed.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
because,
right?
Peter
Is it-
couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it because they were all
Yeah.
wrapped up.
Yeah, they were
So I
wrapped up
wanted to
at
get
the
it
time,
done.
So I mean, that's there's. If you could, Krista, the next one.
What the fuck is this?
This is the only non-gross image that came up when I Google image day. Weird.
I never even thought to use a Q-tip for this thing.
Are you kidding me?
Do you know? Okay, I have the deepest belly button.
Me too.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you
it's
ever
so
like go
smelly.
in? Oh, it smells so bad.
Yeah, right? Why would you do
Sometimes
that?
I'm like, is this another butthole? Like, what the fuck? Right? It smells disgusting.
No, it is.
Is
It
this a
smells
Korean
so
thing?
bad. It's just, I think it's deep butter.
I got a deep hole.
Me too. I think it's very deep.
Let me ask you this. Do you ever like pick at it and then feel it in your tonkumo?
Yes. Yes, because this is connected. This is connected.
Your belly button's connected to your anus?
Yes.
I had no idea.
This is connected to your tailbone, connected to your shin bone.
Your belly button, your asshole, and your shin.
The shin bone is the joke, but like this and this is very
It's connected?
Yes.
Because I could do it right now.
No, because if you
Sorry.
no, when you do this,
Yeah.
it feels very refreshing here.
Yeah.
It's very 시원한 느낌.
Holy
yeah.
shit. This person must not be Korean because this is a shallow belly button.
Yes.
This
Wait,
is-
Korean. Okay, can we get a consensus from the Koreans? Do you guys all have deep belly buttons?
Oh, yes,
No.
no, yes, no. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay, mostly yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, this is, I don't know where you got
Yeah.
this picture.
I'm telling you.
This is a Japanese girl from Connecticut. What the fuck? Sumimasen.
Yeah. Why is she? Okay, I got it. The next one, please.
What the fuck?
Again, so I was trying to. So when you look up "dae" online, it's like very interesting now because Korean culture and K-beauty has become very fashionable among white people. Like they really want to get on this beauty train. And I looked up because I wanted to look up I wanted to find an image of a demity woman, like of a. There was a CNN article that was called a Korean scrub mistress. That's what they called the English translation.
That is the fanciest way I've
Yeah.
ever heard Damity Ajumma.
And so, I mean, what they are is like older Ajumas wearing black bra and underwear that like scrape your body. And when I looked up, I literally Google searched old Korean lady black underwear. And only search results I got were of hot white women wearing no underwear. This was the safest.
This looks like an old dude.
Yes.
This looks like what like Trump's back looks like.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
This was the safest image, and this was on page 2.
You had to go to the second page to get
I
this?
know.
Damn, you
I
worked
did.
hard.
I did my homework.
Wow.
1%. But so all this stuff with like white people starting to take it on. If you've ever looked up the Yelp reviews for King Spa and white people encountering the demity, they are very upset about how violent the situation is. And they
The
cannot...
Korean ladies are taking their
Yeah.
fucking day, week, month, entire immigration out.
Yes.
Ellis Island, motherfucker!
Yes, they're going for it. They're going for it.
They're going.
They're going for it, and these white women can feel it. And they are unhappy. And a lot of these Yelp reviews start with, "Do not do the scrub!" They scrape your nipples. Always very upset about the nipple scraping. And to me, if you're not cool with nipple play in 2019, you suck. But it's a huge part of it, and like that's another part about this Koreanness. It's like that whenever I get scraped, because a lot of the DVD Ajummas do not understand that I'm like actually Korean, because I present, I think,
Mongolian.
Kind of crazy. And so they always talk to me in English, and they're always like, "Is it too hard?" And I'm like, I'm like, "Do it harder."
Yeah.
And they're all like, "Oh." Yeah. 한국분이야? And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Yeah." And there's like something about like the 시원한 느낌 that we're all looking for, right? We want to feel like refreshed.
Anew.
And there's like Korean people are obsessed with feeling 시원해, right? There's so many 음유소, like the like idea of is very central
Korean
to
people
our
love
identity.
a fucking carbonated drink, bitch. They love some tiny bubbles in their soda, man. Yeah.
They want to like they want to chok chok chok. Chok chok. They want to look fresh. They want to feel fresh, and
That's
they want
right.
to drink fresh.
They go to Subway, you could eat fresh.
And so I looked it up, and then this is the #1 Google result for this.
Kimchi mamas?
Kimchi mamas asked, "Do white people have dae?" And having read this post, the results they found are inconclusive. The back and forth on this post was insane. Don't look it up. I'm telling you all you need to know. It can go on. And so
These are the Italian towels, by the
these are
way.
the Italian towels. But yeah, there was just like, for me, it was this idea of, I've kind of lost my train of thought.
That's okay, just wrap it up.
Okay. You get it.
Alright, let's do it. Lunchies right here. Yeah! Oh my god. Well, you know, if you listen to the podcast, you know, we go on some kind of rant about something that we've been dealing with. Obviously, you were ranting about and...
It was an ode. It wasn't so much a rant.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't ode.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
decided to just go. I decided to pivot. I
Yeah.
pivoted.
Yeah. I'm a little angrier than you today, so I'm gonna go on a rant. So
If you
I
listen to the podcast, you understand that's also generally true.
yeah. Generally, Unji's like, oh, whatever. And I'm like, fuck these. Now, I didn't. I'm not fancy enough to do all this, and I told you I spent 9 hours doing that video, so ran out of time. But I have two things.
Also, there's literally nothing on these cards.
There's something.
You couldn't remember this? You could put this away in your head.
I'm nervous. I want to talk about the sexual education or lack thereof from the Korean community. Now, make some noise
Let's talk about it.
If you're Korean and your parents talk to you about sex. Make some noise.
They did? What did they say?
Are both
Let me know.
your parents Korean?
Yeah, just one.
See?
What did they say? What did she say? Let me know.
I mean, she told it. First, she started with that your husband is not going to be the first person that you have sex with.
Oh.
Wow! Progressive as fuck!
Yes. Not live.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you know when you're ready? Everybody says, wait till you're ready. How do you know when you're ready? And she's like, you're going to be on my insurance till you're like 23, so when you can come to me and tell me that you need to get on the pill, then you're ready.
Wait. So she's saying that once you're off her insurance and you're getting. So she said wait till you're 24 years old.
She said if I am, she said that she would not judge me, but that I would likely want to have sex.
Yeah.
And she didn't want me to get pregnant when I didn't want to, so I would have to be mature enough to talk to her about it.
Whoa.
That is-
That is
yes.
so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Virgin forever.
You're still a virgin right now? Somebody help her out.
Sorry, tell her mom.
She'll be at the bar.
Yeah, no, that's like incredible.
That's amazing.
My mom told me to make sure that my pussy had no drafts.
How does she say pussy? She said gochu?
Or something. What is this word? Like chichi?
That's the thing.
She
Korean
says
people
chichi,
don't. They don't
chichi.
say like.
Like you can't make your chichi cold. So
This is chichi.
Yeah. No, this is chichi. What is this?
What is this?
Poji.
Poji.
Boji?
See, you didn't even know. Your
didn't even know.
Your mom was calling your vagina a penis. Confusing the shit out of you. Don't open your penis up. Your penis is special.
No, my mom literally didn't. I think she just pointed and said, "Don't get any air up there." And that's literally she's talking about no air, no drafts, keep it warm, and no tampons. No, that's really it. Like,
For real? No
yeah.
tampons?
Even now she tells me this. Like, don't make it cold.
Does she know you have a kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, it's sort
No
of rude.
tampons,
Yeah,
like
no
human
tampons. Yeah, I know. Very rude and also kind of flattering.
She's like, it's gonna hurt.
But also she told me to just be she never told me about sex particular. She just told me that men are bad.
She ain't wrong about that.
Yeah.
Now, my mom never talked to me about sex, but one time I did. I was on a bicycle and I hit my balls on that bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The bottom,
The like
handlebars
crossbar.
or the okay.
No, not the handlebars. I was turning tricks at a young age. So
I don't really go outside.
So I'm like riding the bike and I hit it and I was like, oh my god, right? And I'm a child, like 3-4 years old.
You remember?
I remember this because it hurt. And she couldn't say the word for testicles in Korean, which is purar.
Purar?
She couldn't say purar.
I don't even know that word.
Like shameful.
Yeah.
So she would call it pungar,
Purar?
which means little bells. So it's like, are your little bells okay? How are your little bells? And she was so afraid to say the word testicles, so she had to make a euphemism out of it.
Purar. What is the word for ball again? Purar.
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 Yeah.
I've never even heard that word.
Well, you never heard vagina, you alone right? How would you hear of testicles? Your mom called your tits.
I know a lot of words for moo.
But because of that, I just was so not ready for sex.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to finally have, and I did lose my virginity to a woman. Yes, she was a pastor's kid.
Peter's got a personality.
Pastor's kid, you know what that
PKs are
means?
hard.
PKs are hard. Yeah, PKs are dirty.
Yeah,
man.
PKs are hard.
Yeah, she was like, you can't go in there,
Yeah?
but you can go there.
Oh, was she an Esther? Was she an Esther?
She was a Sarah.
She was a Sarah.
Oh, God.
I love a Sarah PK and an Esther PK, a Hannah PK. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. But it was traumatizing, to say the least.
Oh, the sex.
The sex, yeah. Because obviously, she wasn't a man. So,
Yeah.
I was like, why? Literally, I said, I had no idea what I was doing, so
Yeah.
she pushed me down, and she got on top of me. And I was like, oh my God. And she was like, wow.
Don't use the God's name.
I know, like, Lord Jesus, yes, Yeshua. Jehovah, my God. And
Yeshua.
she was on top, and then I did one of these movements. I was like this, and then she was such a nice girl. She was like, wow, where'd you learn that? Not sarcastically at all.
Ta-da!
and not knowing what to say, the thing
Yeah.
that came out of my mouth was, I read Maxim magazine. As if Maxim magazine was like, hey guys, listen
That's
up.
how you.
You, you gotta throw your pelvis up.
Maxim magazine.
Maxim magazine.
Oh my god, I haven't thought about Maxim for literally 20 years.
For real.
No, I read. I've thought about Maxim.
Okay. I don't know why you just lied.
I don't know either. That
But
is so funny.
So ridiculous, right? And so I was just like confused. And then when I started dating men, I didn't know. I mean, you watch porn, but like that's not real. You know?
None of it is real. Yeah.
Yeah, and right now, currently, I'm still not having gay sex really the right way.
What's the right? What do you mean?
Like,
What do you mean?
saying the Lord's Prayer first.
Yeah. Getting down on your knees.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yeah,
Thy
begging
kingdom
for forgiveness.
No, but because like if there are gays in the audience, there's like tops and bottoms. There's versatile, but like me and my boyfriend right now, we're
Right.
both versatile, which
Okay.
means we flip and we flop.
Mhm.
But I'm
Both
5'8" on
Yeah.
on a warm day,
Okay.
and
What is it? You expand? on
yeah,
what-
heat expands.
Okay.
And then my boyfriend's 6'1".
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah.
tall, and because we flip when he's topping,
Yeah.
and
I'm your flopping.
and I'm flopping, it works fine.
Yeah.
Because there's like leverage,
Yeah.
and that's
Simple
just how
mechanics. Simple
yeah,
mechanics.
Hello? No? Okay.
Okay,
I don't
go
know.
back.
You,
to
you
school.
wanted to get an applause for simple mechanics? I'm glad you held for applause for simple mechanics. Believe in yourself.
Police people.
But when we have to flop, and I have to be the top and he has to be the bottom,
Flop, yeah.
it just doesn't work because it's like, have you ever tried like fucking a giraffe? It just doesn't like.
I have only exclusively. I mean, actually, there have been. I guess the people most close to me in height have always been women, and they are. It's like always. I don't know. I guess I'm not. I guess inside of cars, it's like easier. Because like everyone's cramped,
Yeah.
and there's like more levels.
Yeah, you could just like. I don't understand what you're talking about, but trust when I say it's hard. Like my penis comes up to his back of his knee.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Yeah,
so it's just
I
like
get it.
so.
I get it.
So and am I at
And
like,
can you climb him? Can
like
you climb
I'm
him?
trying. I'm trying. But he's so tall and lanky that it's
Right.
like awkward, like trying to get my like stubby,
Yes, yes.
self in, like it's just like it's not working.
Yeah, it's a square into a hole. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to buy a little fuck stool.
Yeah. They got a squatty potty for the bedroom.
I bought a little fuck stool, and honestly, it was
That's
either
ingenious.
that.
That's ingenious.
right?
Yes.
I saw it at a
Simple
hardware store.
mechanics. Okay.
Hello. Okay. I respect you for that. It's a little fuck stool I saw at a little what's it called, hardware store.
Yeah.
But I almost, before I bought that, the week before, I was on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I travel and sorry, but
What are you trying to prove?
that I get out. And in the airplanes they have that Sky Mall magazine. You guys see those?
Yeah.
Sky Mall, it's a bunch of like bullshit. It's like a popcorn machine.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Sharper Image, the Brookstone of the sky.
Yeah. They have like a garden section where it's like a fake rock that you could put your keys in.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like-
always come so close to buying so much shit. In
Me
there.
too.
Yeah.
And I almost bought this thing. I went to like past the garden section,
Uh-huh.
past the like popcorn and entertaining
Yeah, yeah,
section to the pet section. And the pet section, there's this little staircase where you
Yes!
can have a little. If you have a dog that can't get on
Yes,
your,
yes,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
A little staircase
Yeah,
for
I
your
almost
pet.
got one of those.
Me too.
I almost got one of those.
You have a pet?
No, my husband is 6'3". You know,
Are you fucking your husband?
hetero heterosexuals also can flip and flop.
Oh, yes, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And
Okay.
also, it's my bed is really high off the ground.
Me too. Our bed's high, so it's tough. So I almost got this little pet thing.
Yeah, just to help out.
But it was like $59.99. I'm like,
That's
I'm not
too
gonna pay
many
$60
$99s.
to
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
my boyfriend.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
What are you?
Been there, done
Yeah.
that. But anyway, so I got a little fuck
Yeah.
stool, and the other day we were getting intimate,
Uh-huh.
and I was on the little stool.
Wait, you call it getting intimate, but the stool is a fuck stool.
I'm trying to not use the F word as much. There's a child
Okay.
here who's clearly.
Now you're feeling okay.
She's looking at me! Both her eyes are open and her memory is being coded for.
Yes.
This is emotional trauma and she's not even
I'm
listening.
sorry.
It's
Okay,
fine.
good. Yeah, she's back.
Anyway,
Go
so
back.
like I get on the fuck stool and we're, you know,
Yeah.
going at it, you know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah. Ah, look at Peter's fuck face. Look at me.
you know, and I'm like, yeah, colonize this bit, you know.
Good. Yeah, good pick. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I turn to my left, and the door is shut, and behind my door is a full-length mirror, and I catch myself fucking my tall-ass boyfriend while standing on a stool. And I was like, this is why my parents came here. This is why they. This is it! All right. You guys ready for our final and favorite segment of the show? All right, it's time for Kick-Ass Korean, which is Mia Per
I don't think I have a voice.
Mia.
I have been laughing so hard. You guys are so good.
Mia, come join
Yay,
us.
John.
Oh my
So
God.
good to see you. Hi. Oh my gosh, these people are so wonderful. Isn't it so nice that, like, especially for our Korean friends in the house, like, what the fuck, Ajumma podcast? It's so amazing that you guys are doing this. Thank you.
Thank you. Tell King Spa.
Yeah. But don't tell him that we didn't steal
You
these.
didn't
Yeah.
steal anything.
No,
Anything.
nothing.
Actually, so I teach yoga. It's one of the things I do for a living. And some white guy shows up in a King Spa outfit.
Are you serious?
But not that these are, but he didn't have tape on there.
Yeah.
And I looked at him. I was like, did you steal that from King Spa? He was like, yeah, I did. I was like, that's why I have to pay more money when I go, because you stole that. Like, that's not good for a yoga teacher, for a new student to come in the class and shame them
Yeah.
in front of everybody, because I'm
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
But that happened.
Yeah.
He made it through class. He never came back, but whatever.
Good.
Stole from
Yeah,
King
Fuck
Spa.
that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
How dare you steal?
I know!
So crazy. It, like, that
Crazy.
actually, it hurts the collective to do that. To do that.
Preachy.
Yeah, to do that. Yeah, thank you for that cautionary tale, Mia.
Yeah.
That's so good.
He was white, so
Yeah,
it
it's
matters
different.
more.
Yeah, that seems like a those people thing.
Yeah, you're here, and like we are both, Peter and I respectively, are obsessed.
Huge fan.
Obsessed. And Mia, I just like you. I don't know if you know this, but I have been obsessed with you since I was a teen.
Oh.
When you hosted Chicago.
I still do.
Yeah.
I know.
So
Explain.
yeah, if you can explain, like, so Chicago is on public access, and Mia was like punk rock and would be on, and it was like a music thing with kids. And I remember watching it like hungover all the time and
nice.
being like, what the fuck is this
Yeah, most
show?
people watch it high. Most people
Yeah,
watch it
because
really,
it's like
really,
it's
really high.
crazy. Because like I mean like this punk rock Asian girl is like dancing with kids, and I'm like, oh god.
And there's
I
a
gotta-
puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the word.
So how did you wind up there?
Okay, so my access to all this like performance stuff is playing in bands. So I've been playing rock drums for 30 years because I'm that old. But yeah, so I moved to Chicago already playing in bands, and anyway, so I was playing. So the guy that started the show, it's like Chicago with an extra go, Chicago. For anyone who lived in Chicago for a while, it's based on a 60s show here called Kitty Go-Go. So you have this like you have a perky female host and like some weird animal puppet. So our weird animal puppet is a rat, straight edge. He's got the X's on his, but anyway. So a guy from the music scene I know, Jake Austin, who plays in the Goblins, he's been doing this cable access show. And funny story, I was actually a dancer on the first show because I was like super rockabilly.
Yeah,
so my rockabilly
my
boyfriend,
favorite alt. Yeah.
So his band was the first band to lip sync on Chicago. It's like American Bandstand, really, really lo-fi, on acid. We never edit.
Yeah.
Like kids run across the street. I'm
true.
like, hey, welcome to Chicago! And there's like kids running and fighting, and there's a puppet.
Yeah.
Okay, one side note about the puppet. We've been doing the show for, 21 years or so.
Give it up for that.
I know, so
On
long.
public access.
Yeah, but the puppet is so old, and Jake is just like too crazy / busy to fix the puppet. Well, whoever made the puppet made it out of green vinyl with like puppet material that's now ripping off. So you see this bright green underneath like fake fur. It's really nasty. I mean, it's disgusting. I'm like, we're supposed to talk to kids with this puppet this big with like neon green.
Yeah.
It's gross. There's blood on it because musicians have like talked to the puppet and held it after they like cut their fingers playing during rock shows. Oh yeah, it's nasty.
Damn, that's
It's a kid's show.
I mean, it is really cool.
It's really
yeah.
It's a kid show,
YouTube.
but there might be some blood or something like that.
Oh, well, there is blood on the puppet. Only I know.
Oh, there already
Because there's
is.
the puppet, and then I'll look and I'll be like, yep, that's Guy from the bass player from Fugazi. That's his blood.
Oh,
Someone
yeah.
cares. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Mia, besides doing that amazing show for
Yes.
21 years,
I
you're
know.
also a working ass actor.
Working ass actor.
actor.
That's right.
The bitch does book.
She books and she
Yeah.
is blessed.
Very lucky.
Yes, and some of your credits include Chicago Med. You're recurring, right?
I'm recurring. I call myself Asian nurse because every hospital needs an Asian nurse.
But just one.
I know. Can I just tell you something? Okay, so first of all, like, thank you NBC because I just bought my second condo. Thank you NBC.
Yeah.
I know. And like,
Love home ownership.
That's right. And I paid it like, and I bought my car. But
Wow.
there's another middle-aged Asian actress on the show. Her name is Ray Ho.
Oh.
And she's like, there's not. Like I love the like Jimmy
Yeah.
or youngins, right? So I'm like second wave Asian actor generation
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Chicago. The first wave, there's really not. There's maybe one person left still doing it.
Cheryl Hamada.
You got it, Cheryl
Yeah.
Hamada. She's the only one from that. So I kind of came up after her. So
Yeah,
Tom
that-
Ray
that
and I
was
kind of
so
came
cool.
up together in that way. Funny side note, because we're both still acting, but she's a Pilates teacher and I'm a yoga teacher.
Hamada?
Yeah, no. Tom Ray Ho.
Oh, okay.
You got to go somewhere. Anyway, Tom Ray plays the receptionist on Chicago Med. We do not look alike.
Yeah.
She's older than me, maybe similar hair, but I got this gray coming in. I don't think we look alike. And I play a character called Nurse Beth. I'm in the operating room. I usually have it doesn't look like me because I have a mask and goggles and my hair's under this blue mask. Okay, like I said, respect to NBC and Chicago Med. They actually do a great job being as diverse as possible. I cannot tell you how many times they've called me Tom Ray
Oh my God.
on set.
How do you respond?
Well,
Yep.
I'm getting I'm getting bolder.
You are?
I just and I can't turn this stuff like this shit just goes. I have sometimes my filter's not there.
Yeah.
So I try to always be respectful because hey, I'm so replaceable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you need a third condo.
Yeah, I do. I gotta sell.
Maybe a single family home.
That's right. Maybe I don't know.
Get a basement, girl. Basement.
You know what? Nurse Beth does not get that much surgery. They don't care about Asian nurses that much in America. But anyway,
Living
so
within our means. Yeah.
yeah, they do. So they mistake me for Tonray a lot. I mean, I'm talking from the woman who knocks on my trailer to like the director of the episode to the director of photography.
That sucks.
The catering guy. But you know what? Like I said, that's just indicative. That's a microcosm. That's a fractal because that's out in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it just happens to be on this like national professional TV show where like they don't remember my name because I look like the Chinese actress. And we've never been on the same episode. We've never been on set together at the same time.
Wow.
We're on the same episode because an episode takes 10 days to book. We have never been on set together at the same time in 5 years.
Damn. You should just
Hi,
one
I'm
day
Tom
come
Ray.
in for her call time. and
Yeah.
see what-
Oh, that was they wouldn't even know. But
Now,
like I
speaking
said,
of-
respect.
Yeah, respect to her. Speaking of acting, real quick before we go, I just want to talk to you about this one thing. So Mia Park and I were lucky. I was lucky enough to be in a web series with her where she played my mother, which crazy. You're so looking.
Ajumma.
You look so young.
So young.
You look so young.
You had Peter
There's no
at
way.
9. Crazy.
Yeah. She was fast.
She was fast.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
period came so early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you played my mom, and it was a scene where my character was coming out to you, and in the script it says, oh, his mother gets really upset and slaps him across the face,
Yeah.
and the director was like, hey, you guys, you know, this is written in this way, but we'll do the angle so you don't have to like actually slap
He was
it.
so safe.
Yeah.
I mean, he was being professional.
Yeah, he was like, oh, that's okay, and then you looked at me and you're like, we should do it,
No,
right?
he did it.
I said that?
No, you totally
I told
did
you to do it. I thought.
The way that Peter tells the story, Mia was like, I'm gonna hit you.
You don't have to, but like, I don't need a camera for that.
Your
I'm a creative
eyes were
astronaut.
like trembling. You were like, let's do this.
I was like, let's do it. So what happened was the director was like, it was literally like, can we do fake? Okay, we're gonna fake. It was literally
I'm
like,
scared right
it was like, go this far and then pretend. It was that fake ass.
Yeah.
Like I was like a foot away, and he's like, I don't know, can you do it?
It's not
Can you
really working,
do
it's not
spin?
really-
Can
no
you do
reading.
Can you work? And then you just.
I was just like, just fucking do it right
He
now.
did it. He did it.
Just fucking do it right
The
now.
director didn't even say anything. Like he was like, okay, and he just looked at me. He was like, hit me. And I was like,
Yeah.
and then he said, do it. Wham! And I smacked.
Well,
his
honestly,
ass.
I didn't think you were gonna like accept my offer immediately. I thought you were gonna be like, honey, no, we can figure this out.
Let's just work it through
No, look at
it.
your
No,
face.
like,
Oh,
listen,
my gosh.
Koreans are so resourceful. And if a Korean man tells a Korean woman, hit me, sorry. Who's going to say no? Sorry, my Korean girl's in the house.
right? Why you
Look,
have to take the
she's a
chance.
pastor and she's a Korean, okay? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
But anyway, sorry, I gotta call you out. But,
It
yeah,
was-
he did. He was just like, hit me. I'm like, okay. And then I hit him, and the director was like, that looked great.
We didn't roll. I'm just kidding. No, they were rolling.
Yeah.
I was like, do I have to take you again? The director was like, oh, that was great. That looked real.
Yeah, but I think he got it on the first
Yeah.
take, and he was like, okay, a few more for safety, and then I think we did like 16 more. So.
At least. At least.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I know.
love you.
Oh my gosh. thanks for
Give it up
having
for
me.
Mia. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. You guys
Thank you so much.
All right, you guys have fun tonight? Yeah! Let's give it up for everyone you've seen today, starting with Mia Park. Give it up for her! Yes, also give it up for Jessica Hong for opening. Hana Center for being here today for sponsoring. Engineer Phil.
Engineer Phil Fujiwara.
Ivan Peter Kim.
And I'm Unji Kim.
Yes, and thank you so much. We love you guys.
Peter.
What?
Peter.
What?
Did you? I feel so bad that you didn't get to have your dim meeting.
Oh, this is fine. Let's just close the show.
No, you come to Chicago. I'll do it.
Do it. Oh my God!